Hey, what's up everyone? Chris Mulders here, Airdrie, Alberta. You know, I'm a firm believer of making money when you purchase a property, not when you sell it. What's that mean? Well, basically, I always have an underlying objective on every purchase transaction that I'm involved with. And that is that if for any reason my purchaser had to sell that property within 1 year, I want to make sure that they're going to at the very least break even after all expenses have come into play. So how does this happen? Simple. Number one, make sure that you're pre-approved before you look at houses. Actually, I probably won't even show you houses if you haven't been pre-approved. So get a letter from your lender saying for what amount you have been approved for. The next step is patience. The right property will come onto the market. You just have to wait for it. It might be on the market right now, it might be on in 2 days, and it might come onto the market in 2 months. You never know. So be patient waiting for it. What I always do for my clients is set them up on an auto notification, which will send them an email as soon as a specific type of property comes onto the market. You'll be one of the first to see that property. Now, once that property does come onto the market, you have to be ready to move on it. You can't take a whole lot of time. We'll go look at the property, and if it's the one, you got to be prepared to make an offer. And don't worry about putting something on paper and making offers. We'll always have some kind of condition, rather, to make sure that you're protected. So don't worry about that. The last thing that you always have to take into account is the negotiating. My father told me, who's also a realtor, that you will always come out on top negotiating if you're willing to walk away from the deal. And I don't think I could put it any better than that. Draw a line in the sand for how much you are willing to pay for a property, and that's it. That's what you're willing to pay. Don't go over that. Don't be afraid to walk away from that deal if you don't get what you want, because countless times I've had a realtor come back to me and say, oh, you know what, we reconsidered and we are willing to take the last counter that you had given to us. That happens the next day. Sometimes it happens 2 months down the road. I had that happen recently. We wrote an offer and it wasn't accepted. 2 months later, he calls me back and says, yeah, you know, we probably would look at that offer at this point. So always be willing to walk away from the deal, always be patient, and you're always going to come out on top. These are my thoughts. If you have questions, comments, disagree with anything I have to say, send me an email, chris@muldersgroup.com, and have a great day.